I'm Amy Holmes, bringing you the Hotlist at TheBlaze.com. The Nevada cattle battle between local rancher Cliven Bundy and the federal government appears to have hit the pause button. Over the weekend, the Bureau of Land Management started returning the Bundy livestock. Bundy spoke with Glenn Beck yesterday to explain his position.
Your stance is, I do not recognize these lands to be federal, and you're on a one-man movement, but I'm saying that you are saying I am staking out my claim that the United States government does not have any jurisdiction and any rights to the land that you are now grazing on.
The longtime family rancher may be invoking federalism to defend his defiance, but when it comes to animals, federal lands, and local economics, things can get tricky. Have you heard of the Dunes sagebrush lizard? Well, it's a tiny 3-inch reptile that lives in the Permian Basin, an area that cuts through New Mexico and West Texas. And as Fox News reports, this reptilian habitat also happens to be one of the richest resources of oil and gas in the whole United States. Conservationists pushed to have the little guy listed as an endangered species, but U.S. Fish and Wildlife decided back in 2011 not to add the creature to the endangered list. But that hasn't stopped some very determined lizard lovers from suing. They may not get far, however. Last October, a federal judge agreed to hear from oil and gas concerns that would be directly affected by making the land off limits. Meanwhile, a tiny little fish called the Delta smelt and the federal government that loves it are devastating California farmers. Last month, thousands of growers rallied to oppose water restrictions designed to protect the finger-sized fish during one of California's worst droughts in the state's history. But an appeals court says that the enormous economic consequences of drying up the water supply for Central California is too bad. The law protects the fish. Well, back in Nevada, it remains to be seen how the Bundy family and the feds will settle their dispute, but the cows are back home, happily grazing away. We'll keep you posted. I'm Amy Holmes, reporting to you from the Blaze newsroom in New York City.